together anymore, I always remember what he said to me one night. He said, you make me want to self-harm again, your lyrics just get under my skin like that, and I will always remember that. This is called Brownie. Remember when you used to call me Brown? You said I made brown. So I took dirt and dust and mud and made it metal. Said I made it gold, called me blacksmith. I said you were lying. You said you can mold yourself with hammers and chisels and even harsher hands. Just don't expect me to do the same. Do you remember that day? You said there must be something up with your pigment, the way it sits on your skin, the way it pollutes your melanin. So sweet, it's revolting and utterly breathtaking. Remember when you called me breathtaking? Hey Brownie, you'd call me in the mornings. Hey Brownie, you'd say as you watch me pull your shirt over my head. You once said that the skin on the small of my back was almost too sweet, it would weaken your kneecaps. Forcing me to kneel and examine me more closely. Said that the way that this chocolate ran over this body was heavenly. I said ironic because it made you want to do simple things, and you said that rich nectar stayed slipping over these thighs, and these thighs kept slipping out from under that skirt when you were trying to concentrate, trying to refrain. Said it was frustrating because you had big man shit to do that day. It was too hard to concentrate over the sound of honey seeping through the seams of those jeans. Said that when I walked, you wanted nothing more than to sink your teeth into this earth, this soil, this garden that is my vessel. Said it ignited unholy hunger in your hands, and I said you tasted like greed, like want, urgency. So when you told me to undress, I'd unzip. Tell me to unbuckle and I'd pop buttons. Tell me to unfasten, untie, and I would tear shirts, skirts, cardigans, leggings, jeans, bra straps, and even my expensive Victoria's Secret panties. Baby, if you told me to burn the lot, I would soak them all in gasoline. Anything that comes between my skin and your fingertips isn't worth a thing, and every evening I'd agree. I said that the only layer that should ever exist between us. I said the only layer that should ever exist between us. I said that the only layer that should ever exist between us is sweat and steam. Anything that comes between your touching me, your tasting, your feast doesn't mean a thing. It's unnecessary. Was unnecessary. You used to call me Brownie, and some days you call me Brownie, and those days you told me I was your addiction, and every day I told you you were my heroin. I'd drink the glow that emitted from your skin. I'd drown myself in the liquid that was your touch. I would suffocate on the silk sighs of prayers that we passed through our shared windpipe. I would soak my chest in the river of tears you left at my right breast. Did I inhale too much of your salt water? Is that why you left? Did our tears dilute this once delicious pause? Am I not sweet enough for you anymore? But this isn't a poem about why you left. This is a poem about the heroin in your palms, about how when your sweet sap was all too much to swallow, how I'd melt your gold down into ink and vomit your words into a page. I'd shoot you into my veins every evening, spit, choke, regurgitate love poems. But this isn't a love poem because we're not supposed to be in love anymore. We're not supposed to be in love anymore because you chose her. This is a poem about the nights where you hold me too tight as if I'd melt if your Cadbury wrapper arms went up to par. You would deface your favourite treat, and you wanted me to melt in all the right places. So we'd stain bed sheets and carpets and tabletops and pillowcases with the violence that was our lovemaking. You used to call me Brownie, and every time you did, I hated it. Remember, I'm supposed to be this feminist. We're not supposed to let our lovers reduce us to objects, especially objects only made to eat. But these days, I don't care what you call me. I only care that you call me, so do. So any item of clothing that stands in your way, all you need to say is Brownie and wrap, yo Brownie, remove. And I would have peeled flesh for you. I would have stripped flesh for you if only you stayed. So let's not talk about what went wrong. I don't want to hear how sorry you are. Let's not even mention her name. I don't want to hear the reasons why you strayed. Let's just make love, and even though it won't be the same, I'll still let you call me Brownie early in the mornings. When the rays of the sun pour through the window and tickle my eyelids, I will wriggle like I used to and beg you to let me go back to sleep. I'll let you sink your pupils deep into my iris, and I'll moan and I'll nag and I'll tell me how brown my brown is, baby. And then you can tell me that my brown no longer reminds you of chocolate. My brown is the brown of the dying leaves in autumn. Tell me instead that my eyes are now a season, the beginning of our end.